Alrighty guys, welcome to tonight's Overwatch practice for Primal ESports. Technically practice is not starting until 8 o'clock, so I'm just going to start the stream a little early because I'm going to do some warm-up matches in the meantime. What the hell? Oh, legendary skin for Bridget. Nice, even though I don't use her. It's the new one for Hanzo. Emote for Tracer. Victory post for using Yada. These are the free boxes that were given today by Blizzard for to celebrate the winter update for this year. I'll put it over banana. Alright, let's see what the last one has. Hopefully another legendary sometime. Nope. Sorry, Cree. I don't use Zarya anyway, because she's just like pretty much walking, talking, whatchamacallit, I don't want to say transgender because that's going to piss a lot of people off, although she probably counts as one. Walking, talking, chick with a dick, pretty much, put it that way. And I'm not into that shit. Plus, I just don't like how she plays. At all, really. She's terrible. And is even worse to be up against. Alright, let's see if we can get into a competitive match. Actually, we might play quick play instead while we're waiting on the rest of the team. Because it's going to take forever to get into a quick match. And by the time we get into a competitive match, by the time we get into a competitive, they're going to be ready to start practice. Because it'll be 8 o'clock, so we'll just do quick play while we're waiting. By 8 o'clock, roll around and warm up. Yeah, I noticed somebody joined. I think they were joined the stream and left there. I think they were expecting that I was going to be playing Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu again. Nope. 8 o'clock every night. Thursday is Overwatch. Friday at 8 o'clock. Every Friday night is Call of Duty, and every Saturday night at 8 o'clock is Halo for Primal ESports. And yeah, it's not 8 o'clock yet, but obviously the stream, if I was starting it, I'd either start it and leave it on starting soon at about 7:40, or I would do some warm-up matches ahead of time on stream. Usually in quick play. Widowmaker just fucking said let me eat cake, or let them eat cake, rather. Holy shit. That is like the most French fucking thing anybody can say. Let them eat cake. Nothing's more French than that shit. Alright. You want to play it that way? I'll go around. So that's probably why they did that. Wow, playing with play, I got a decent team going on here. Everybody pushed up perfectly. Winston put down the shield on the objective. And opposed to also hit. We're all pushing on to wipe out Bastion out of here. Lawless teamwork. Well, Hanzo stayed on objective push it. Perfect teamwork.
Steven! You need to get this done.
Open it.
Do you have the camera?
Yeah, I have my camera on. What? No. Just come in, nobody cares you're not wearing it. Just come in to see the Kill Now monitor. My little brother has a mouse and his monitor won't eat, so he's the Kill Now monitor. Oh, you're gonna do your snake? It's live or dead?
Yeah, it's live. I'm saying he might hurt your monitor, but no fucking won't.
Mouse, even if it scratched the monitor, I wouldn't be worried. So, I'd be concerned giving a live rat to the monitor. I said I would worry maybe about giving a live rat to the monitor if it was an adult. But I don't really mind giving a live mice or a live mouse to the monitor. That's like a toy to him. Even if it scratched or bit him, it won't do much. It was like a 6-foot-and-a-half monitor. It will scarf him down like he's a fucking Tic Tac. Victory! Alright, it is 7:51. Like starts 10 minutes. Try to do one more match while we're waiting on the rest of them. So far, I've seen Shadow get on. That's about it. I'm missing Pagan. Let me double check and message him on Discord. Just be sure to get on. Nobody steal my ash. Thank you very much.
My business, my rules. Select your hero.
We need a tank and healer. Let's do slots. It's your job. It took too long to choose your characters. Now you get stuck with what we need. Junkrat does not qualify as a tank, dude. By any means.
My business, my rules.
Did they update how far your fucking coach pin can launch you? Because holy shit, that launched me farther than it normally does. Somebody wants a Bastion Recupio, and I just knocked out the rails so they can set up the turret. And what's the objective there? Need healing.
Somebody get me some healing. Here it comes.
Still can use healing.
Somebody get me some healing.
Mara, do you know how to do your job? Thank you. How would it missing that? Holy crap. Fuck, dude. Moira, you could have healed me while I was fighting them there, and we could have survived that. Why are you not healing?
They are getting on my nerves.
Not to mention you were just standing on top of a health pack yourself. I mean, fuck off. You were legit just standing there. Moira is not meant for doing damage, just a healer for a reason.
That was not in the plan.
Wow, realize your name. That's why. I had missed that step way too high. Actually, probably go up a little bit more. Again, it'd be nice if we had a fucking tank, or at least a healer that can do their job. Laura, you're like standing right here. Can you fucking heal, for Christ's sake? I love it when people don't do their fucking job. And Moira doesn't get endorsed because she was completely trash and do her fucking job. Alright, let's start getting everybody in here. Oops. Hey, dude. Alright, just trying to get everybody else. Okay, see, so far I've sent out to Pagan, but he doesn't appear to be on. Alright. Pagan doesn't appear to be on, though. We can get Cliptic in here. Double check the roster, make sure we get everybody in here. Let's see. I'm really thinking of removing 510s from the team. He has not been showing up to practice. He hasn't even been active in the Discord, and he hasn't fucking removed himself from the other team he was on, like he was told he needed to do to be on our team. Let me kick him from it here. Alright, I'm trying to get everybody else in here. Alright. Yeah, I've been streaming like the past 2 days. I've been streaming Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Cause I went out yesterday and picked up a, I picked up a fucking Nintendo Switch. It's like the one console I don't have. And I wanted to play the new Pokemon game. I've played every Pokemon game ever made now. Yeah, I got into it when I was younger. I started with Red, Blue, and Yellow. Which was like back on the Game Boy, way back when. Pagan doesn't seem to be getting on. I'm trying to remember what Jake's gamer tag is. Jake's gamer tags. Okay, so I invited him. Jake was your friend, right? That you wanted to join? I got it in here. Jake, in the Discord. Ecliptic. Alright, well, that was probably Robert's then. Yeah. Robert Fire. He on? No, he's not on.
Jake says he can attend.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay, so we gotta get Robert in here. And Pagan. Somebody want practice. Then I guess if Leeser wants to join, which he's really just in reserves, he's way too young to be on the team for anything. So he's in reserve. Leeser, he wanted to join for Fortnite, and I'm like, we're not even really taking the Fortnite team serious because we have one person on it, and Fortnite is garbage. So I was thinking of just disbanding the Fortnite division altogether. So I'm like, okay, you can be in reserves for that. And he was like, can I be on Overwatch too? I was like, you're way too young to be able to attend tournaments and stuff, so, or even to be on the roster. I think he's 14 or 13, something like that. It's like, you gotta, it's like you gotta be mature. You have to, which he wasn't acting, or he actually did back. He was acting mature. And you have to be old enough, but which is one of the reasons why, which is weird, just for Call of Duty, you can be 14 and have, as long as the parents give the okay, you can still attend the tournaments with a team or what have you. So, because like SLG and Gangster are both, I think he changed his name to frickin' Beans in the Discord. Yeah, he's, yeah, Beans Sugar Daddy is what he changed it to in the Discord. They're both 14, but they don't act it, and I've known them for a while. They're pretty mature and cool. I met them on Arc a long time ago. So, they are on the Call of Duty team, because they got the okay and shit. Alright, so I guess we'll do quick play everything, because we can't play at the skill level yet. Once the season resets, so next week we'll be able to all do our placement matches together, and then be able to all practice on competitive together. Yeah, because the skill level skew is freaking screwed us this time, but we don't have to worry about that if we all rank up together or complete together. I'll likely make like next practice be like 2 hours long or something, or schedule it where it can be 2 hours long for everybody to attend, and then we can all just get our placement matches done together. It may actually end up having to be 3 hours though, if it takes like 2 hours to get into a fucking normal quick play match. Yeah. I've waited in a freaking competitive lobby for almost 30 minutes to get into a lobby. I waited, for quick play, I think the most I've ever waited was like 20 minutes or so. It's crazy. I have like officially started 2 different stacks of games. I have all my Xbox games plus the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu case on my desk right here beside me. Then I have on top of the headboard of my bed a stack that has about 80 different Xbox games in it, or on it. Then I have all my digital Xbox games as well. And then I have and then I have all my PS4 games on an old Wii game stand. Or game like tower thing. From back when Wii used to be a thing. So, oh yeah, I was like, somebody use the tank, but we're in a party, so nobody's gonna fucking hear us. I was in a match before, I invited you. Fucking somebody chose Moira, and for like the life of me, they would not fucking heal nobody. They healed me for over 5 seconds once at the start of the match, and I'm like, you didn't completely heal me, then you ran off, you're standing on top of a med pack by yourself when you're fully healed and nobody's remotely near you. What are you fucking doing? Like, and then they kept charging in trying to do damage and shit. I'm like, was this person dropped on their head as a child? Yeah. I swear to God, if this is the same Moira that's in our lobby right now, I'm gonna be so fucking mad, and I'm probably gonna get con banned for cursing them out in a message. Is what I'm probably gonna do. Because yeah, I just can't stand stupidity. Their Moira's out, but again, I need healing now. Good thing there's a med kit here, because our Moira ain't nowhere near. Yeah, they got May and Lucio in there, and Orisa. I just got launched off the map by Orisa. I know Lucio got me, but I killed Orisa. Oh, watch out. Shit.
That was not in the plan.
Holy shit. He just raced right past me. I turned down my sensitivity because I realized I didn't have it set up to where I can aim down the sides fast enough and accurately enough with that. That was the only downside to increasing my stats, or my sensitivity as much as I did. And now I'm fucked myself with some amplifier. That was about to be bad. That's right, walk into my TNT. Fucking May. You fucking pudgy Korean whale of a bitch. Or Chinese whale of a bitch, whatever the fuck she is. Siamese, Chinese, Japanese. Look at these! The ugliest and only ugly characters in fucking Overwatch as far as females go. May and fucking, Zarya. And Moira, yeah. Son of a bitch, why can't I reload? There we go. Yes, I see him.
Much better.
Fucking Roadhog. He's still right there on the side.
Time to change things up.
I'm gonna just fucking launch myself onto the point after I launch in my bob here. May. The only thing May is good for is chilling my fucking drinks. You fucking fat ass. Yeah, just replied. I think he needs to get a new Xbox, if that's what he means. I just realized this tablet over here is playing Hearthstone. I play that whenever I'm bored or I'm taking a shit. I have this unbeatable deck. I've only ever been beaten with it like 4 times. And it's like a combination. It's a wild deck, but it's like the combination of like 4 different expansions, and I could win in like 6 different ways. And they build. It's a warrior deck, so it builds up taunt, builds up armor. It has cards that when drawn will deal a shit ton of damage. It's even got the darkness from the darkness on there. It's got so when all 3 candles are drawn, he becomes active and it's a 20/20 card. I got Kel'Thuzad on there, so you kill a card, and they spam Kel'Thuzad with taunt minions. Kill all my taunt minions. If you can't get the Kel'Thuzad, then when your turn ends, all my taunt minions come right back to life. I got freaking Geosculptor Yip on there, so as long as my armor gets built up, she'll spawn at the end of my turn a minion up to that cost. So up to 10 armor. And I have it set up where I have the instant shield bearer, so my Cthulhu gets up to 10/10, and then as long as he has 10 attack, the ancient shield bearer, when I play it, it's a 6 cost card, that's a 6 attack, 6 health, and it automatically gives me 10 armor. As long as my Cthulhu has 10 attacks. I'm trying to launch back over there. Every time I get on that objective, that maze, that main, that turret. And then Zenyatta. Fucking hell, Zenyatta! Or no, that ball I think was from Symmetra. Yeah. Just like Zenyatta hit me in the face 4 times, and Symmetra's just orb just bounces off my fucking head. Down the middle. Yeah. I'm just trying to push back over there. Yep, that's great. Roadhog is still over here, being a pain in the ass. Yep, there's Bar there now too. And some Metro with their turrets, god damn it. Five HP, fuck. Why do we have no healer? Oh my god. Or we do. We have a Moira who ain't doing her fucking job.
They are getting on my nerves.
I'm so tempted to go into game chat and just curse her fucking ass out. Like, come on, do your fucking job. Like, you fucking idiot. You're supposed to be a healer. Do your goddamn job. Don't play out of them what you're supposed to do. Not even close. If we had the D.Va, it may cover for the Moira, because D.Va could soak up all the bullets. But the Moira ain't doing her fucking job, and D.Va's AFK. Nutcracker. I just got the one for legendary one for who did I get it for? I think I got for who did I get it for? Trying to remember. No, I want one for Nutcracker. I got it for Hanzo. I got for yeah, I got it for Hanzo. I got it for I think I got it. No, I don't think so. I think I got not the one for Tracer. May, I think I got it for. Let's look. Or no, Bridget. I got it for Bridget. Yeah, that D.Va's still just fucking AFK. How has she not been kicked yet? Yeah. Yeah, still no fucking healer that can do their goddamn job. Oh, look, now she's healing. Fucking Bridget, who literally just walked out of the spawn, so it has no damage to her. But me, who's pushing up to the objective, she can heal for nothing. I mean, can I get a refund for a Moira? Because, like, seriously? This Pharah is a pain in the ass right now. I'm seriously considering switching characters. You're like, I may legit just switch to a tank. Or even a healer. No, you know who I may do? Reaper. Because if I can get Death Blossom, I can just molest them all off of that objective. Or maybe I'll turn into Pharah too, and then just annoy the fuck out of them like they're doing me right now. Not a clue how we got that. Oh, so switch Hamza. But Ana, redemption. I don't think Hanzo's gonna do too much more, but I can for damn sure take a Pharah out of there. A lot easier than I could with Ash. I don't know. I've noticed Ash. Yeah, I've noticed Ash's whatchamacallit, coach gun launches her farther now. Fucking Nick my nuts is this Metro's name. I wish there was, instead of like an accommodation, there was a negative accommodation. Like, you fucking AFK fuck. So I could just give it to fucking Diva right now. Or if you could type your own message on it, you fucking dumbass, and send it to fucking Symmetra, or not Symmetra, Moira, who ain't doing her goddamn job.
My business? My rules.
I have the emote where the bird will land on his fingers. That came with the overgrown skin from the collector's edition. Yeah, I've only ever been able to get the basketball and the spawn into the goal once, and I didn't do it on fucking stream. Yeah, I've only ever done it once, and I didn't do it on stream. Yeah, just off over. Fucking. Oh my god. No, she's not, because she's a fucking Moira. You don't know what she's doing. So if we had Pagan here, he could use Moira and he could heal.
Nothing wrong with a little self-improvement.
Because Pagan is actually fucking phenomenal with her, both attacking and healing. But this bitch don't know what the fuck she's doing. Is a sniper turret there. And a portal.
I need healing.
Yep. Widow. Got her. Fuck! Thank Widowmaker? Yeah, it used to be hot before she turned blue like a fucking alien. Somebody choked her so hard she turned fucking blue. Or she went to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory and, well, didn't listen. Enemy Moira's dead. I scared the fuck out of him. We just ran off as soon as I threw the TNT out. Roadhog coming from behind. Get him, Bob. Get him. Get him, boob. Get him. Ooh, get him. Oh, you melee it. See, I was shooting at it. Emotes! I say as the gate fucking opens. Oof. I legit spent like all my credits on just the Poshkin for Ash and the emote when Ash dropped. I was trying to save up to get a legendary skin. Yeah, I was trying to save up to get like a legendary skin for Hanzo, although I already had like 2 of them, or for because he used to be my main. Or even for maybe Diva or something, and then it was just like, or actually no, I was saving up for the other, the Tox Doctor or whatever for Reaper, because I had Nevermore already. That's what I was doing with that. And then, yeah, and instead I ended up just using like half of what I had for Ash, just to get Posh in the emote, because Ash dropped and I'm like, she's awesome, I'm going to use her more often now. And every character I use, often enough, I gotta have the pin for it. I think I'll launch one of them walking up there. Somebody's in here. No, it's Moira's door. Fuck! There's a turret just retro in here now. Or is that... No, I think... Might have been that orb that got me still.
They are getting on my nerves.
There's a Roadhog coming in front. Yeah, me too. Been throwing up like every night past few nights, and I have not a clue why, because I don't have a stomach ache or nothing, and I don't feel sick. I hardly ever get sick. It's so rare. There was like a month where I intentionally only took a shower like 3 times because I wasn't leaving the house much, and I was doing that to boost my immune system. Fun fact: if you shower like every day or even every other day, not only are you depleting the oils and everything from your skin, which your skin is good at naturally keeping itself clean, other than the smells, you're also lowering your immune system and weakening it. You need to give yourself a chance to get sick, a chance to at least contract some of the bacteria, some of the viruses, so your body fights them off. And then the next time you contract them, your body's already strong enough to fight them off and you don't get sick. Or at least not for long. I do that like once a year. I do that to boost my immune system because it just makes sense to do it, to boost your immune system like that. It's like if you're not doing much that month or something, like spending in the house for most of the parts, nobody has complained that you smell, and just boost your immune system. And then that way you don't get sick very much anymore. Plus, I take vitamin C all the time, so.
They are getting on my nerves.
There's much without. We're not gonna beat this film, man.
Taking the objective.
I know, I saw that behind you. Much of turret behind you. I have my Bob. My B.O.B. I have my Bob. Is he gonna start singing airplanes or fucking airplanes or Empire State of Mind? Because he's B.O.B. What do you mean? Oh. I was like, I didn't do nothing, I just got in. This Moira is like doing a lot of damage, but can't heal for God's sake. Can't heal for shit, like, come on. One to one. 1-1-1. Pinocchio. 2 + 2 = 8. Girl sitting on his face. Ah! A friend fucking sent me that meme earlier. It's like, God damn it. I sent it that one that's the little girl from Pokemon sitting on top of a Magnemite, and it's like, this is what a Magnemite looks like. Notice anything? It's got the screw sticking out of the top of it, and she's just sitting on it like it's flat. It's like, where'd the screw go? There's another one that it's one of the beach chicks from Pokemon saying, guess where I keep my Pokeballs? A woman's secret, I'm never gonna tell you. And then it's a picture of Rick, from Rick and Morty, like the episode where he tells him to tells Morty to stick the seed way up in his butthole and points up. I fucking love that show, Rick and Morty. You gotta watch it, it's fucking awesome. You gotta be real, like, you have to be intelligent to get a lot of the jokes, because they're, like, actually, like, science-oriented. But it's fucking awesome. It's hilarious. I actually met the creator, and I had drinks with him at SuperCon 2017. Yeah, I went to a VIP cocktail party. I think I told you about this before. They didn't have any cameras in the... Yeah, they didn't have any cameras or anything in the Marriott Ballroom where they had the party. And our tags, all we needed to get in were our badges around our neck, or lanyards. They said they had the VIP status and everything, so nobody in there asked for IDs or nothing, and so they just like assumed our ages or whatever and just gave us drinks pretty much. I'm pretty sure the guy knew we were like underage, the fact that we didn't know what half of the drinks were called, but just like, yeah, he just like he just more or less was like, hey, I know you're underage, but if you don't say nothing, I won't say nothing. There's no cameras in here anyway. And it's just fucking awesome. Like, best day ever. Actually, I take that back. The only other day that was better than that was when I got my fucking dog. My first dog ever.
Let's clean up this mess.
She's a Paparanian. My mom hates big dogs, so we had to get a small one. So she's a she's a purebred, and it's an American kind of registered breed, so she's pedigree. But the breed was created by breeding a Pomeranian and a Papillon together. So it looks like a mini Papillon but fluffy, with long fur. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I got a Shih Tzu I rescued. I was on a Shih Tzu that I rescued a few years back. She was already 5 years old. She was being abused. She wouldn't let nobody touch her paws when we got her. She was always shaking. She was already so old that she couldn't control her bladder. So now she wears diapers, which is like fucking adorable. But she's like the sweetest dog ever. She still only lets me and my mom touch her paws. She still won't let anybody else in the house touch her paws. But she's like the sweetest dog. She trusts us enough to roll over for belly. She's always smiling. She'll find a baby bird that fell out of her nest in the spring, and try to pick it up and throw it to get it to fly. And the poor bird, and she accidentally kills the poor bird because it's a baby. And then you'll actually see like she's genuinely sad about it. Like she'll sit there just like moping around. And it's like the cutest thing. Like she's just the sweetest dog I've ever met. And she's got arthritis now too, so it's even cuter because it's sad, but it's also freaking adorable because she can't jump up. She'll try to jump into your lap and she can't do it. So she'll sit there like a little 3-year-old that wants to be picked up. And the skin I got, I think it was Bridget. Yeah.
She gets on her back legs and she begs me, like, no.
That's the same thing the Shih Tzu does too. And she's like she's just like old and like clueless, but but the cluelessness is adorable. But it's like she doesn't get a hint. If you try to get her to sit, you have to do the hand gesture and you have to say it and you have to point out like 20 minutes of just sitting there telling her to sit before it finally clicks. Oh, you want me to sit? Because she'll sit down, she'll stand back up, she'll sit down, she'll stand back up, she'll look at you, she'll try to give you paw, she'll wave, and then it's like, oh, you wanted me to sit, and then she'll roll over on her belly, and it's like, god damn it. It's like, for Christ's sake. It's like you're lucky you're cute. But then again, I see just about any animal is cute. Any baby animal and any other animal. Dogs are by far my favorite. Wolves are my favorite animal of all time. Dogs are second because dogs and wolves are pretty much the same thing for the most part. And then after that, my favorite animal is an alligator. Well, actually no, a cat, and then alligator. And I mean, like, I have a baby iguana that I think is adorable. It's a juvenile now, but it's still technically a baby. It's like for at least another few months. And I even think that that's cute, but it's got scales, no fur, no nothing. And it's a massive fucking asshole where it whips its tail at you all the time and it'll try to bite and it'll huff and puff and freaking like blow snot bubbles from its mouth because it's so hyper. Because it gets so aggressive. Yeah, bearded dragons are fucking awesome. I breed them. Yeah, bearded dragons are great. If you want something that's similar to a bearded dragon, but it won't eat as much veggies, it'll eat more insects than anything else, and it eats a lot of insects, so make it a little expensive to feed unless you breed your own boobier roaches. But a frilled dragon obviously they won't put up the frill unless they're scared and stressed, so it's not good for them to put up the frill. But they're in the same family as bearded dragons. They're Nagamid. They're they're a lot more, they're a lot rarer, harder to find. You usually have to get them at a reptile expo. So
Let's clean
yeah,
up this
I got my now monitor. My now monitor, the previous owner had gotten it from a reptile expo, but they neglected it and everything, and I rescued it. And then same thing with one of my bearded dragons. They allowed it to get stuck shed, and it had to have a foot amputated, a tail amputated, or part of its tail, and it had to have a few toes amputated. And it's now she's doing just fine, and I use her as a breeder. Well, one of my breeders anyway. I breed like my bearded dragons. Like I just like more or less I put them in a colony as a group. When the female and then I let if they breed, they breed. That's what they would be doing in the wild. So it simulates their natural environment and how they would normally act. So I let them breed, and then if they lay eggs, or I separate them to lay their eggs, and I put them in the incubator, and then I sell the babies when they hatch, and I put I leave the females separate in their own 20-gallon tanks. One female in this 20-gallon, one female in this 20-gallon. I leave the male in 30-gallon for a month or two while they regain their strength and regain their protein and everything. And so that way it's not like, hey, you just laid eggs and then the male instantly impregnates them again or starts trying to breed with them again, because that's how they get sick and die. But it's cool because they lay like 30 eggs at a time. So yeah, it's like 20 to 30 eggs depending on how many times they've been bred. Like if it's the first time, it may only be like 15 eggs. But the first time Stubby got pregnant, she laid, but Stubby is the rescued one that's missing a foot. She bred, let's see, the first time she got pregnant, she had 17 eggs. But yeah, that was like over the span of 2 days where she was still depositing eggs. But none of the eggs ended up hatching because it was her first time. The vast majority of them were infertile. And the other ones just were like, you could even, like the other ones didn't look like they were infertile or fertile for that matter. They were just like shriveled up. But the ones that I did try to incubate ended up being infertile, but they didn't look infertile. Because normally infertile eggs are like shriveled up and look almost like a raisin. Whereas fertile eggs are usually, they're plump, round, and look like a normal bearded dragon egg. But sometimes infertile ones will look the same and just not be fertile. Or have some sort of complication during incubation where they won't hatch. Which was probably more likely to have been the case because I didn't have a proper incubator at the time. I was using a makeshift one that I made. I had gotten a air pump, a fish tank, or a 10-gallon fish tank, and or no, I think it was a 5-gallon, and I put a smaller bin or a little like container inside the 5-gallon tank, and then I set a little like Chinese food container inside on top of that other container, and I put vermiculite in it, and then I put the eggs in rows in it, and then I had the air pump running underneath, and I had some water in the tank below the level of the first container, and I had it just deep enough that it could have the air pump in it, and that way it made it really humid in there. And I had a heat pad on the back of it, or no, not a heat pad. I had a aquarium heater in the water as well, and that's what I was trying to incubate them, but it didn't end up working right, and the eggs ended up getting moldy as well, because I think it's too humid. So recently I bought a Reptivator by Sumed, which is a proper reptile incubator. That fucking Widowmaker up top is being so annoying right now. Between her and that gerbil or hamster, whatever the fuck his name is, Wrecking Ball. And apparently the hamster is supposed to be able to talk too. So it's like huge, just freaking anomaly of a creature.
Excellent.
Most enjoyable.
Most enjoyable. He says. Nah, I tried. It was saying that our skew was too far off. It said we couldn't when I tried to do it. Nibani. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that Nintendo Switch was definitely worth it. I mean, I probably like once I beat Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, I'll probably like never use it again unless I get like Smash Bros or Mario Kart or something for it, because that used to be a fun game to play back when I used to play on the Wii. Well, although I'm sure I can find some emulators for some of the old Nintendo 64 games, those I might play. Alright. But other than that, I may like never use the Nintendo Switch again until like another new Pokemon game comes out. Although I may also get Let's Go Eevee and then replay Let's Go Pikachu on the Let's Go Eevee game. So I play both of them. Because I've played every Pokemon game ever made, like no joke. Like for example, Red, Blue, and Yellow, the only difference is really certain Pokemon were exclusive to each game in the wild, and the starter Pokemon were different. Or your partner Pokemon they started with. But I played every one of them. Like Black and White, like the only difference was the legendary Pokemon you got at the end. I've played both Black and White, and Black and White are both Black and White 2 as well. I've played both Sun and Moon. I've played both X and Y. I have them. I have all of them. Like no joke. Not just one of each version of each game. I've played both versions, or all three versions. In the case of Red, Blue, and Yellow. But yeah, the Switch was like I think it actually came to like almost $600 for Pokemon Let's Go Eevee or Let's Go Pikachu with Pokeball Plus bundle and that. And don't get me wrong, maybe like in the car when I'm on a long road trip and I'm not the one driving. I obviously if I'm the one driving, I'll be using it. It may be like I can pair my phone's Wi-Fi hotspot to it, and then watch Hulu or whatever on the Nintendo Switch, which is just like a slightly larger screen than my phone.